Well then, that kind of sucks. Now what? Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe, and welcome back for episode 26 of the Rush That Base series. This is that series where we took a max Town Hall 7 and we upgraded all the way to Town Hall 12 for the sake of the higher level troops, the siege machines, and helping you guys out that have been rushing your bases. Now, we have a little bit of a problem today. We have all 5 builders down right now. There's like 21 hours until the Archer Queen is finished. So here's my question for you. Like, what do you guys do when you don't have your builders available? Do you just like log out and don't open up the game for a few days? Or do you continue to try to complete some things that are in your gold pass or your silver pass, or do you do builders hall? Like, what is it that you do? That's what I want to hear down in the comments below. Now, as we move forward on both this account and the Town Hall 10 free to play series, we're going to have to deal with lengthy time frame upgrades. It's incredibly annoying to have to deal with those timelines on each upgrade, and the only way to really mitigate this is to get the builders potions or do builders hall and get the 6th builder. But now we're talking something that's going to take me a really long time on this account in particular, because yeah, that's my builders hall and we got a long ways to go before we ever get to builders hall 9. Now, if this is your main account, more than likely you are higher up on builders hall scale and you'll be able to get a lot closer to getting that 6th builder. But again, this is just something that we have to combat. It's incredibly annoying, but if they didn't have timelines involved in the game, then most of you guys would probably be very maxed out and still waiting for an update, and they just can't pump them out fast enough. So this is what we're going to do today. I have a challenge here in the gold pass that I need to go ahead and get knocked out for 200 challenge points, destroy 125 cannon in multiplayer battles, and we went ahead and trained up the miner army again because that's the highest army that I have available to me on this account right now, and our sneaky goblin boost is now complete. And that's quite unfortunate because we were farming so much loot. I mean, so much loot. And I also took your advice in the last video and I got the research potions. So we did finish up the level 8 goblins. They are now done. They are maxed out. That's like the only troop that I have maxed out in my laboratory. And we went ahead and put the miners back down for level 5. And you'll see that they have 5 days remaining and they are currently boosted for another 24 times. So, I mean, it's outstanding, absolutely outstanding to have those options. But again, we're rushed and we're only being able to upgrade certain things at certain times, and it's just one of those things that when I look at this base, I get so lost on it. I'm like, I don't even know what to upgrade next. There's just like, I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, and I gotta do this, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Well, let's go ahead and have a little bit of fun today and steal some dead loot. I don't know how I found this one. I mean, surprisingly, the loot has been so up and down. I've mentioned that like 3 videos in a row, but it's been pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, normally I'm finding them like that, but today and the last couple of days, it's just been like, not that much. Alright, so miners are great for farming loot when you don't have your heroes available. We do have the Grand Warden. We're going to start targeting that poor guy in the upcoming weeks. We have 2 army camps that need to go to level 10, and we are done with army camps. That means that we can train the maximum capacity of army that we could take as a Town Hall 12. So we're starting out with some baby dragons here to do a little bit of funneling and try to clear out some of these buildings on the exterior. I did bring a wall wrecker. Don't necessarily need a wall wrecker, but I figured I'd try to like enhance it a little bit just in case I can't get to the core with the miners. We got like 36 miners here. This is a little bit more than what we could bring as a Town Hall 10, which works out really well. But again, we are a Town Hall 12, so it's nice to have a stronger army than what you would normally have. We have 4 heal spells and 2 rage spells, even though I don't necessarily believe that we need all this. This might be a little overkill. Let's send that Grand Warden in with the miners as well if he can catch up. I kind of forgot to put him down. Miners are going towards the core of this base, and let's see if we can place our heal spells. I've seen a lot of comments saying something along the lines of miners, and they're having a hard time negotiating the heal spells. Try to pay attention to that little dirt trail back behind them, guys. Like, it's not really hard to see them. They move and they spread out. This is kind of that point where you're like, where are they going? You know, like, but if you watch where they're located with the little dirt trail back behind them, you should be able to identify where they're headed to next. Now, I like to use rage spells on them as well because they like to go hoo-ha, and just go crazy on stuff. And you got some in the core that are being beat up by some hidden Teslas. We're going to use that Grand Warden's ability now to get them through this location and get them on the back side of the base. We've collected a bulk of the loot. Looks like we have a few defenses remaining on that side. And I want to try to preserve some of the elixir here. I don't want to spend all my elixir or use all my spells because then we're just wasting elixir, and that's just kind of pointless, right? So we got miners over there on the elixir pumps. We got some on some defenses here. They're spread out all over the backside of the base, and we did not need to use our wall wreckers. So then again, at the same time, if you were looking for content without any wall wreckers, here you go right here, because this wasn't too bad. We're going to go ahead and drop that wizard over there, that little poor weak level 4 wizard. Man, we got to upgrade some troops, man. Oh my goodness. It seems like as we continue to progress further in this series, it doesn't appear like we've done much of anything, even though it's been over 3 months and we've been continuously upgrading things. Some of our troops are just still so weak, man. So you remember how I said a moment ago there was no loot? I kind of lied, I think. So we're down here in Crystal League. This is where we're at. I get a lot of comments all the time saying players are up in Masters League, they're not finding anything. Champions League, not finding anything. Of course not. There's a lot more competition up there, guys. There's a lot more players that value their trophies more than they value loot. And this is where most of the dead bases tend to move down to, Crystal and Gold League, and I love it. I love having all this loot available. So let's go ahead and hit this base, and I started doing a little bit of Builder's Hall. I'm not going to show, I don't know, I might show one in the video. I'm not really sure or not. I'm just not positive.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
But let's go ahead and do this. We're going to start out by dropping some baby dragons, trying to do a little bit of funneling and grab some of the loot. Now you can see that we are maxed out on gold, so I don't really necessarily value the gold because there's absolutely nowhere to put it, but we're going to definitely be targeting our elixirs. So let's go ahead and drop our miners. And I did bring an E-Drag, so I changed up the Clan Castle troops and I brought an E-Drag instead just to see what we could get off of the base in a Stone Slammer because it just seems legit, right? Miners are moving through the base over here on the left side of the screen. We got some moving up into a Wizard Tower and a Bomb Tower, so we definitely need a heal spell up there. And we got another group that's down here moving towards another Wizard Tower. So let's go ahead and drop a heal spell in this location as well. Try to save our miners as they get towards the core. Let's go ahead and drop a rage spell here, make things quite interesting. They're going to go in on that Town Hall. And the Grand Warden, can we get the Grand... Come on, Grand Warden, can you catch some of those miners that are on the Town Hall and save them, please? Please. Okay, we got them. All right, so they are alive. They are well. They're moving through the base. Let's drop another heal spell over here. And we're going to try to hold on to our Stone Slammer. I don't necessarily feel like we need it, but we might need it over on this side because we got some elixir up here that we want to try to obtain. Miners are being tied up by the defenses, or the defenses are targeting our miners pretty hardcore. Miners are moving up through this location over here. Let's go ahead and drop a heal spell in this region as they move up into the heal spell. You got to lead that heal spell, guys. You can't drop it right on top of them. They won't stay in it long enough, so we got to make sure that we lead that heal spell. And let's go ahead and move the miners up into these defenses. Let's drop the baby wizard right there. Look at this poor little guy. He's so cute. Baby wizard. Do not need the Stone Slammer. I don't think we're going to need it. The miners are going to do very well. Get through the back side of this base. We got some over here on cleanup, taking out a few additional mines and pumps, and we got a group that's moving into the cannon and the final archer tower. So, I mean, again, this is a really good viable option if you are farming without heroes, and we plan to do that quite a bit. We're already back up to 120,000 Dark Elixir already. I mean, you just got to keep the heroes going, man. They're so worth it. So worth it. Now, prepare yourself to see the most ridiculous thing that you're going to see all day. We've been asked multiple times, can you play Builder's Hall? Well, there you go. This base is horrible, man. Do not copy this base. This base is a hot disaster. I haven't even really gotten started on this account. Builder's Hall 3, I think. Yeah, Builder's Hall 3, and we got some Rage Barbs. So we're going to go out and do a raid real fast just to show you what I use. I don't really necessarily put a lot of investment on this side, and we got a lot of bases like this right now. So I'm sure a lot of you out there are way more advanced than this, and you can just get a good giggle out of me failing at a raid. Now, I always zoom out to make sure that there's nothing in the corners because we have some players that try to be sneaky and have something out in the corners and kind of shut down the raid. But let's see what we got going on here. Let's drop Barb to look for a trap, no traps, and see if we can get in here and grab some of this stuff and get a little bit of percentage. We have defenses that are tucked in. I could have used sneaky archers, but that's literally the only thing that I have available over here is Rage Barbs and sneaky archers, and this is just so pathetic. No! So bad. We got the star, we got 50%, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. Like, we don't have a lot of investment over here until we have a little bit higher up and we get some troops. Now, I do have the elixir to get another army camp down, so we'll be able to do a little bit better than what we've been doing. Let's see if we get the win off of this one. Highly doubtful, though. Highly doubtful. He might be a little bit more skilled. Let's go watch him, as a matter of fact. Let's just go check, see what he's got going on here. Oh, he's coming in with the Rage Barbs as well. Okay, little buddy. This is what Builder's Hall looks like down here. It's just so super annoying. You just got to plan it out and try not to get caught up by those traps. But we got the win on that one, a measly 1-star 50%. You got to love that. We're going to go ahead and build this army camp over here for a whole bunch of our elixir. And yeah, there's your Builder's Hall gameplay for the day. Let me go out and see if I can find a raid now that we have our miners again. And we're going to finish up the video on this final raid. Let me see if I can find a base in the first few clicks. Highly doubtful. Highly doubtful. We get lucky. We get some not so lucky. Yeah. Alright, so this is going to be our final raid for the day. This is a nice, healthy base with a lot of loot on it. We spent a little bit more time trying to get the thing to record before we actually started doing anything. Let's go ahead and place a baby dragon over here to start doing a little bit of funneling, and let's drop one over here as well. Baby D, we got an air defense right there, so baby dragon, let's place it right there, and let's go ahead and start placing our miners. I think we will spend our stone slammer on this raid as well. So let's do that, as a matter of fact. Let's bring a stone slammer in. Where's the sweepers at? I don't see sweepers. Where are the? Let me drop a heal spell right there. Let's drop the warden with them. And I'm trying to find the air sweepers. Got a sweeper right there, and maybe the other one's on the other side. Okay, yeah. So it's facing up. It's about to go down. Let's go ahead and flank in the stone slammer right there, and we'll drop a baby dragon back behind. And hopefully that stone slammer will get in there and open up for the E-drag. Possibly. Maybe the E-drag might actually. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's moving in. Let's drop a rage spell in this location for the miners to get on that town hall. We'll use the Grand Warden's ability right here. Stone Slammer's still going. It's going to take out multiple defenses, and there goes our Electro Dragon. Let's see how much damage we can get out of that E-Drag before it dies. E-Drag's up with a baby dragon. Took away the rage effect from the baby dragon. You thief. You're an absolute thief. Where did our miners go? We got miners spread out all over the place. Let's get caught up with them. Drop a baby wizard down there, and we got miners on the top side of the base. And this is a little overkill. We got some overkill going on here with those E-Drag, or that one single E-Drag on the base. I still need to unlock the E-Drags on this account. Haven't gotten to that part yet. We're still trying to upgrade things. Obviously, we're still waiting on builders. It's just such a lengthy time frame to get things unlocked on these accounts, and you're trying to figure out like what direction to go next. And that's something that's been quite challenging to me throughout this entire series, because I've never played Rush before. I have never rushed a base like this before, not at least to Town Hall 12. Never done it before. So that's what makes it quite interesting and challenging at the same time. 92%. Looks like we're going to get a little bit more loot off of this base, even though we didn't need any gold. The gold's been full for the last 3 raids, but there's absolutely nothing I can do about that until we have a builder available. So we're going to make the best out of this. Keep and reserve a heal spell. Let's see if the miners, where they're going after a builder's hut. Got the 100% right there, and I think that's going to wrap us up for today, guys. Nice little pull. There's still a lot of loot down here in Crystal League. You just got to keep hitting next and find it. So hopefully you were able to get something out of the video, if not a really good laugh. And if you enjoyed our content today, make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and then turn on those notifications if you like watching us every single day. If you need any additional video support, click one of those links over there, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.